If there was one general who could have beaten Napoleon in his prime, it would have been Alexander Suvorov. Not only was Suvorov one of Russia's greatest generals, he is one of the greatest generals of all time. This man fought 60 major battles and did not lose one of them. His most notable victories were against the Ottoman Empire and, of course, the French during the 1790s. During the French Revolution, the French didn't just overthrow the aristocracy in France, they were aiming to overthrow all of the aristocracies in Europe, and they were succeeding. And while the French coalitions walked across every single general that came their way, they lost repeatedly to Suvorov in Italy and Switzerland. There were 4 huge traits that Suvorov had that really none of the other generals did, except maybe Napoleon himself, to a degree. First off, Suvorov was known for having lightning-quick and unconventional tactics. Second, he was known for having incredible self-discipline, and he enacted that discipline on all of his men. Third, he was able to garner the love and admiration of all of his troops for the sheer fact that he didn't want to be treated with any pomp and circumstance. He actually laughed at wealth, and while his soldiers, if they had to sleep in tents in the hay, he would sleep in the same place. He wouldn't want to be treated better than the lowest of his men. While Suvorov and Napoleon never fought each other, this is what Suvorov had to say about him. He actually praised Napoleon quite a bit. I managed to fit one of his letters about Napoleon into ChatGPT just so you guys could see it. So please pause to read this because he sings Napoleon's praises left and right. One part of this letter I want you to see is when Suvorov says, "His enemies will continue in their old routine, subject to the scribblers in the cabinet, but as for him, he carries his council of war in his head." That is quite high praise from Russia's greatest general and one of the greatest generals of all time. Napoleon did not share such admiration. He said that Suvorov had the soul of a great general, but not the genius. Now, I listed 4 traits that made Suvorov especially effective, and Napoleon had 3 out of them, but not the 4th. Nobody could doubt the strategic genius of Napoleon, but he had a tendency to overestimate his capabilities and underestimate what his enemies can do, as evidenced by his major losses in Egypt, Spain, Belgium, Waterloo, of course, and his most devastating defeat ever in Russia. Suvorov did not share in that weakness. I am the Geo Husar. Let me know if you'd like to see a much longer rendition of this post about Suvorov. Thanks for watching.